Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another AB Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Coach FRENCHY. Today, episode number 313. What your menu calls today? Only one is Friday, holidays weekend in USA. So why not talk about only one thing, guys? The Montreal Canadiens news and update about different things. Stay with me until the end of this video. And don't forget, please, to click on the like, subscribe for this channel, and please sharing this on your social media. We need more subscribers. And finally, leave me comments about this episode. Let's dive in talking about my first subject of the day. The first subject of the day, yes, it's a HABS news and update. I have three different things to talk about today. But first of all, guys, I want to talk about the Memorial Cup. Yes, it starts tonight for the next 10 days, and we have 4 teams going to compete for the winner of the Memorial Cup 2023. First of all, in the WHL, the Seattle Thunderbird, the Kamloops Blazer, the team hosts the tournament. Then from the QM, Quebec Rempart, and finally for the OHL, Peterborough Petes. Now, the Montreal Canadiens have 2 players inside of this tournament on the Memorial Cup. First, Jared Davidson for the Seattle Thunderbird and Owen Beck. And that's the reason I want to talk about is Beck. But the NHL guys help Owen Beck. Well, how this possible? Here we go, guys. Did not know this until yesterday, but the NHL Department of Safety is in charge and control and overview the Memorial Cup 2023. So what they decide, they review the situation of Owen Beck, and they decide it was not necessary to penalize him and let him play now in the Memorial Cup. This is a huge news for the Peterborough Beats and, of course, for the Montreal Canadiens fans to follow Owen Beck. His second game suspension are going to be only next year. If ever he play in the OHL, he's going to miss the first game of the season. Again, Owen Beck is eligible now to play and the Memorial Cup because of the NHL Department of Player Safety. They are in charge of this Memorial Cup. Don't forget, the first game is going to start Friday night tonight between the Quebec Rempart versus the Kamloops Blazer. And of course, guys, I would like to hear from you. Leave me a comments. What do you think? Who is going to win the Memorial Cup 2023? Coach, what is your selection? I have to go, guys, with the Seattle Thunderbird. I'm going to definitely follow the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens, Owen Beck, and of course, Jared Davidson. That's conclude, guys, my first subject of the day. Yes, of course, we continue on the Montreal Canadiens news and update, and I'm getting a lot of texting. A lot of people are really nervous about the situation for Cole Caufield, and they hear a lot of things about the offer sheet. So I want to clarify the situation. First of all, guys, we know they negotiate right now between Ken Hughes and the agent of Cole Caufield, Bat Brisson. We don't know yet what's going on. The only thing we heard, I feel like Caufield is looking as a bridge contract and not a longevity or contract of 6, 7, 8 years. I want to go a little bit more deeper about the offer sheet. Now, I want to talk about the one NHL team offer sheet to a specific players. Here's the situation. The player have to accept, first of all. If the player refuses the offer sheet, this completely shut down the offer sheet from the team. But if the player accept, the team like the Montreal Canadiens can match up the offer from the other team in NHL. Example, if the Philadelphia Flyers offer sheet to Cole Caufield $7 million. So what happening at that moment is the Montreal Canadiens have an opportunity to match up the Flyers and keep Cole Caufield. But here the reason I want to talk about Cole Caufield, guys. In the past, Montreal Canadiens have 2 specific players got an offer sheet. First, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, then Piquet Subban. Kotkaniemi accept the deal. Kotkaniemi was not happy to play with the Montreal Canadiens. Now Kotkaniemi to accept the offer sheet. At that moment, Marc Bergevin let him go. Got in return a first-round pick, and he decided to go after that to trade with Arizona Coyotes to get Christian Dvorak. Now, Piquet Subban case. He got an offer sheet for the Philadelphia Flyers a couple years ago. I think it was in 2014. I could be wrong about the year. And he refused that offer sheet, and he decided to stay with Montreal Canadiens. Back now to Cole Caufield. Cole Caufield, guy, is happy to play with Nick Suzuki. Cole Caufield loved to play with the Montreal Canadiens. He loved to stay in Montreal, and this changed completely the situations before he get an offer sheet. Whatever is $6 million, $7 million, $8 million. I don't see Cole Caufield accept this deal from any team in NHL. Secondly, if whatever happening and Caufield say yes, now the Montreal can match up the offer sheet. So at the end of the day, guys, I want to just mention to you, do not be worried about the negotiation between Caufield and the Montreal Canadiens. Is going to be signed at the right time. We know how Canadiens works, and I will not be worried about that situation between Cole Caufield and the Montreal Canadiens. But I would like to hear from you guys. Do you really believe an NHL team offers sheet to Cole Caufield or not? And if ever he doesn't get any offer sheet, what will be the contract of Cole Caufield this summer with the Montreal Canadiens? So this concludes, guys, my second subject. Let's move on from my last subject of the day. Of course, it's still Friday, so let's move on with the app news and update. Now we're going to move, guys, at the World Championship 2023 in Finland. After the struggle for the last couple of games, Team Canada, many fans was expect they lose today against the Finland. But it did not happen because Team Canada and Team USA won their game. And now they're going to move on to the semifinal, the World Championship 2023. We know Montreal Canadiens have some prospect and players already in the roster for Montreal, play for its friend team over there. And I want to talk about, guys, Montembeault. Stopped 26 of the 27 shot he faced today to win against Finland by the score 4-1. And then Hudson and Barron got 1 point today. Hudson now is at 6 points in the beginning of this tournament. And Barron continues to perform with Team Canada. We talked about Lane Hudson yesterday. He continues to impress many people at the World Championship. We have to be excited to see one day Lane Hudson with the Montreal Canadiens. And finally, the next game, Canada is going to play Saturday against Latvia, and then Team USA play against Germany. Here we go. Leave me comments, guys. What do you think about the performance of Montembeault with Team Canada with Justin Barron too? And give me maybe some kind of comments about Lane Hudson. That's conclude, guys, all the subject we have on this beautiful, great Friday episode 313. Here we go. This concludes another episode of the HABS Daily News with your hockey coach, your coach FRENCHY. But before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, sharing this on your social media, and finally, of course, please leave us a comments about this episode. And we want to remind you guys, of course, you have greatness inside of you. And we wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.